Al-Qur'an, Chapter 22. O people, fear your Lord, the earthquake of the hour is a great thing. On the day you see it, every lactating mother will be distracted from what she was breastfeeding, and every pregnant female will abort her pregnancy, and you will see people intoxicated, yet they are not intoxicated. But God's punishment is severe. And among the people is he who argues about God without knowledge and follows every rebellious devil. It was written on him that whoever takes his shelter, he will lead him astray and guide him to the torment of the blaze. O people, if you are in doubt about the resurrection, then we created you from dust, then from a sperm, then from a clot, then from an embryo, both formed and unformed, that we might make clear to you and place in the wombs whatever we will for an appointed term. Then we bring you out as infants. Then you may reach maturity, and some of you die, and some of you are brought back to the most abject life, so that after knowing nothing he might know, and you see the earth lifeless. So when we send down water on it, it shakes and grows from every pleasant pair. That is because God is the truth, He gives life to the dead, and that He has power over all things. And that the hour is coming, there is no doubt about it, and that God will resurrect those in the graves. And among the people is he who argues about God without knowledge, guidance, or an enlightening book. Second is his apparent kindness to lead astray from the way of God. In this world he will have disgrace, and on the day of resurrection we will make him taste the torment of burning. That is what your hands have presented, and that God is not unjust to the servants. And among the people is he who worships God on an edge. So if good befalls him, he is content with it, and if a trial befalls him, he turns away his face. He loses this world and the hereafter. It is an obvious loss. He invokes besides God that which does not harm him and that which does not benefit him. That is far delusion. He supplicates to those whose harm is closer than his benefit. Evil is that Lord, and evil is the kindred. God will admit those who believe and do righteous deeds to the gardens beneath which rivers flow. God does what he wants. Whoever thinks that God will not help him in this world and the hereafter, let him extend a cause to the sky, then cut it off, and let him see if his plot goes away. What angers him? Thus we sent it down as clear verses that God guides whom he wills. Indeed, those who believed, those who were Jews, the Sabians, the Christians, the Magians, and those who associated partners, God will judge between them on the day of resurrection. Indeed, God is witness over all things. Have you not seen that whoever is in the heavens and whoever is on the earth, the sun and the moon and the stars and the mountains and the trees and the beasts, and many people prostrate to God, and many torments are right upon him whoever insults God. He has no honor. God does whatever he wills. These are two opposite groups who are in conflict about their Lord. For those who disbelieve, garments of fire will be cut out for them, and hot water will be poured over their heads. What is in their bellies and their skins melt with it, and for them are clamps of iron. Whenever they want to get out of it from grief, they will be brought back into it and taste the torment of burning. Indeed, God will admit those who believe and do righteous deeds into gardens beneath which rivers flow, in which they will be adorned with bracelets of gold and pearls, and their clothing therein will be silk. And they are guided to the purest of speech, and they are guided to the path of the praiseworthy. Indeed, those who disbelieve and obstruct others from the way of God and the sacred mosque, that which we have made equally for both the people who are devoted to it and the deserters, and whoever responds to them with atheism and with injustice, we will make him taste a painful punishment. And when we designated for Abraham the place of the house, that you should not associate anything with me, and purify my house for those who circumambulate, those who stand, and those who bow and prostrate leaning, and proclaim to the people of the pilgrimage, they will come to you on foot, and on every lean camel they will come from every deep ravine, that they may bear witness to benefits for them and mention the name of God in the known days over what He has provided for them of the offerings among cattle. So eat from it and feed the miserable and the poor. Then let them end their idle talk, fulfill their vows, and circumambulate the ancient house. That and whoever honors the sanctities of God, it is better for him with his Lord, and I have made lawful for you the cattle except what is recited. So avoid abomination from cult images and avoid false speech. We are loyal to God, not associating partners with Him, and whoever associates partner with God, it is as if he had fallen from the sky and was snatched away by birds or blown by the wind into a faraway place. That and whoever magnifies the rituals of God, it is from the piety of hearts. You have benefits in it for an appointed term, then replace it with the ancient home. And for every nation we have made a ritual to mention the name of God over what He has provided for them of the cattle amongst the beasts. For your God is one God. So to Him embrace exclusive surrender and give glad tidings to the humble, who, when God is mentioned, their hearts tremble, and those who are patient over what befalls them, and those who establish prayer and spend out of what we have provided for them. And the cattle, we made it for you among the rituals of God. You have good in it, so mention the name of God over it in rows, and when it falls on side and dead, then eat from it and feed the contented and the aggrieved. Thus we subjected it to you, that you might be grateful. God will not accept their flesh nor their blood, but will accept the piety from you. Thus He has subjected it to you, so that you may glorify God for having guided you, and give glad tidings to the doers of good. God defends those who believe that God does not love every traitor and ungrateful. Permission for those who fight because they were wronged, and God is able to help them. Those who were expelled from their homes unjustly for no other reason but to say, "Our Lord is God," and had it not been for God repelling people one by another, monasteries, shops, and prayers would have been destroyed, and mosques in which the name of God is often mentioned. And God will help those who help Him. Indeed, God is powerful, mighty. Those who, if we establish them in the land, establish prayer and pay alms, and enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong, and to God is the end of all matters. And if they deny you, then the people of Noah, Ad, and Thamud denied you before them, and the people of Abraham and the people of Lot, and the companions of Midian and Moses were also denied. So I dictated to the unbelievers, then I took them. So how was the denial? How many settlements did we destroy while it was unjust? So it is empty of its thrones, has a well that is not working, and a palace that is a ruin. Did they not travel through the earth so that they would have hearts with which to understand, or ears with which to hear? For it is not the eyes that become blind, but the hearts that are in the breasts that become blind. And they rush you towards the punishment, and God will not break His promise, and a day with your Lord is like 1,000 years for what you count. And how is it from a village that I dictated to it while it was unjust, then I took it, and I am their destiny? Say, O people, I am only a clear warner to you. Those who believe and do righteous deeds will have forgiveness and a generous provision. And those who strive against our signs, those are the companions of hell. And we did not send before you a messenger or a prophet, except that when he wished, Satan threw in his wish. So God annuls what Satan throws, then God establishes his verses, and God is knowing, wise, to make what Satan throws a trial for those in whose hearts there is a disease and whose hearts are hardened, and that the wrongdoers are in far discord. And so that those who were given knowledge may know that it is the truth from your Lord, so they believe in it and their hearts become humble to it. Indeed, God is the guide of those who believe in the straight path. And those who disbelieve are still in doubt about it until the hour comes upon them suddenly, or the torment of a destructive day comes upon them. The kingdom on that day belongs to God, who will judge between them, so those who believe and do righteous deeds will be in gardens of bliss. And those who disbelieve and deny our signs, they will have a humiliating punishment. And those who emigrated in the cause of God and then were killed or died, God will surely provide them with a good provision, and God is the best of providers, that He may cause them to enter an entrance which they will be pleased with, and God is all-knowing, forbearing. And whoever is punished with the same as he was to be punished with, and when he is oppressed further, then God will help him. Indeed, God is pardoning, forgiving. That is because God makes the night enter into the day and makes the day into the night, and that God is hearing, seeing. That is because God is the truth, and that what they call upon besides Him is falsehood, and that God is the highest, the great. Have you not seen that God sends down water from the sky so that earth becomes verdant? Indeed, God is gentle, all aware. To Him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth, and indeed, God is the self-sufficient, the praiseworthy. Have you not seen that God has subjected to you whatever is on the earth, and the ships run in the sea by His command? And He holds the sky from falling on the earth except by His permission. Indeed, God is kind to people, merciful. And He is the one who gave life to you, then causes you to die, then brings you back to life. Indeed, man is ungrateful. For every nation we have made a ritual, and they perform it, so they do not dispute with you in the matter. And pray to your Lord, for you are on straight guidance. And if they argue with you, say, God knows best what you do. God will judge between you on the day of resurrection regarding what you used to differ about. Did you not know that God knows what is in the heavens and the earth? Indeed, that is in a record. Indeed, that is easy for God. And they worship besides God that for which He has not sent down authority, and that of which they have no knowledge, and the wrongdoers have no helper. And when our verses are recited to them as clear proofs, they are recognized in the faces those who disbelieve. They almost attack those who recite our verses. For them, say, shall I inform you of more evil than that? The fire. God has promised it to those who disbelieve, and wretched is the destination. O people, an example has been set, so listen to it. Indeed, those you called besides God will never create a fly, even if they gather together for it. And if the flies rob them of something, they cannot save it from it. The weakness of the seeker and the sought. They did not judge the right value of God. God is powerful, dear. God chooses messengers from among the angels and among the people. Indeed, God is hearing and seeing. He knows what is before them and what is behind them, and to God all matters are returned. O you who believe, bow down and prostrate and worship your Lord, and do good that you may succeed. Strive for God as He deserves to be striven. He has chosen you and has not placed upon you any hardship in religion. The religion of your father Abraham, God named it exclusive surrender to God before and in this revelation, so that the messenger may be a witness against you, and you will be witness over the people. So establish prayer and pay the alms and hold fast to God. He is your master, for He is the best master and He is the best helper.